AskReddit, what movie did you start watching then said, fuck this, I'm not finishing this? Subscriber All and Humanity. Mean Girls 2. Zombie-saurus. I love B-movies that are amusingly bad. Ghost Shark is a particular favorite, but Zombie-saurus, bought for £2 from my local Asda, was so bad I couldn't finish it. Hearts in Armor. I have absolutely no excuse other than I paid $1 in the Blockbuster bin for it and needed to win the worst movie contest with a bunch of friends on Fantasy Movie Friday. I won. I still win with it. I still haven't watched all of it. Note to anyone who attempts to watch it: whenever the blonde heaves her bosoms, tosses her hair, and yells, "Let me fight him," I'll fight him. Take a drink and you'll be dead before the end of the film. So you'll be out of your misery anyway. FYI, you don't know bad cinema until the bad guys have the evil henchman in a sword and sorcery flick is. Wear a spangly rooster costume, fight chicken style alongside the guy in a sequin top hat, surrounded by knives and bow tie on top of an ape suit. Yup, folks, it's that bad. And I own it on VHS. 50 Shades of Grey. I was out as soon as she walked into Christian S' office and tripped over nothing. 'Cause, you know, she is just so quirky and clumsy. This is the sort of public service announcement we need when we're quarantined. Last year's Cats. I lasted 30 minutes and then I immediately left the theater. Human faces on roaches creeped me the hell out, as did whatever else I saw in that time frame. The most recent Underworld movie. It was a lot more soap opera and general incoherence than anything beyond saving. Dragon Ball Evolution, a Serbian film. Years back, I used to love the no-effort parody movies like Epic Movie, Scary Movie, Superhero Movie, Meet the Spartans, etc., until I watched Scary Movie 5. When 5 came out, I couldn't see it immediately at the time, so I forgot about it and rented it years later. When watching it, I realized none of the jokes were funny because they all relied on referencing and parodying the horror movies of that time, which were no longer relevant. It was a slog and I turned it off and returned it halfway through. The Emoji Movie. It was almost a parody of every CGI kids movie. The Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly movie, Holmes and Watson. I was hoping for a feel-good goofy movie and saw Downsizing while browsing Hulu. After reading the description, I assumed it'd be something like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and went for it. It was nothing like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. The Mummy 3. I loved the Mummy series and Brendan Fraser is awesome, but my god, that was a hot pile of shit and the only movie I ever walked out of in a theater. I envy people who have the ability to walk away from bad movies. I just gotta finish even when they're shit. Going Overboard. Adam Sandler's first movie. It's amazing how it did end his career before it started. Every pornographic movie I ever started. 50 Shades of Grey. The Robin Hood movie from a year or so back. The bad guys have machine gun crossbows. It's fucking bizarre. Edit. So this comment got a bit more attention than I was expecting. For anyone that hasn't seen it and is curious, the first scene has Robin Hood in the Crusades, where the Crusaders wear modern gear and flak jackets and they hut around a bummed-out city, clearing houses with longbows half drawn at the shoulder like they're Spec Ops dudes, but they get pinned down by an automatic ballista that's basically a machine gun nest, but it's okay because they fire a flare arrow over it which calls in an airstrike from some nearby trebuchets. I didn't hate this as much as some of the people replying, but the whole thing was so goofy and stupid that I couldn't be bothered finishing it. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Inside. It's a Spanish slasher film about this woman who wants to steal a pregnant widow's fetus. I've watched so many gorefest movies to boot, and for some reason this one just totally took it to the next level for me and I couldn't handle it. I actually got quite close to the end and I just couldn't finish it. Edit. It's French, not Spanish. Thanks to those who pointed this out.